Good morning, Acorns, and welcome to Monday's English lesson, okay? So we're still looking at the Mousehole Cat, and I hope you are enjoying it. It is a very nice book. I really enjoy this book, and I like that Mouser and Tom are so close. I think it's strange that Mouser refers to Tom as his pet, because we don't actually do that, do we? We refer to the animals as our pets, whereas in this book, it's referring to Mouser as though he's the owner and Tom is his pet, which I find quite unusual but quite quirky, and I do like the way the author has written the book so that it reads like that, okay? So I do hope you're enjoying it. And remember, if you've forgotten some of what we've read, the videos are still available so you can have a little look and look back at what we have looked at, okay? So what we're going to actually do today is we're going to start looking at noun phrases. Okay, we're going to identify them today, so we're going to collect some from different pieces of text. So, I'm going to refer back to the book in a moment, okay? But what we're going to do today is we're going to look at some of these images, okay? So I'm just going to show you, and hopefully you can see them nice and clearly. We've got lots of different images on there. What is it you think you can see on there? So I'm just going to show it you, and I want you to have a little look at what you can see, okay? Right, so hopefully by now you've had a little look and you've had a little guess at what you can see. Okay, so you can see there's lots of different examples of food, and hopefully you've noticed we've got different examples of fish. Okay, what do we think this is here? Okay, can anybody guess what that is? What have we got here? Okay, and here this doesn't look like fish to me. Okay, so we've got lots of delicious examples of food on there. We've got some fish, we've got some other types of meat. I don't know if any of you have realised, I've pulled some examples of the dishes from the book, from the menu of Mouser's cooking. Some of these are actually examples, okay? So here's a list of what different foods I've put on there. So we've got pork, okay? Mouser doesn't talk about pork, but I thought I'd put it on there to see if you could spot it, okay? And also because it does look very delicious, so it would be good for noun phrases because we can create some descriptive language, okay? Where on there do you think the pork is? Hopefully we've all figured out that it's this one, okay? So we could actually say the crackling pork covered in a juicy sauce. I know it doesn't look very juicy there, but it is actually, the picture's not the best quality there, okay? Or we could talk about the juicy limes that are near it, okay? Right, we've got some other examples here. We've got fair-made, morgy broth, fish stew, stargazy pie, we've got pilchard, we've got baked hake, we've got kedgeree with smoked lings, souse scad, Lances and chicken, okay? So I'm just going to put that back up there. Have a go and see if you can spot with your parents or carers, or you might be with one of your siblings. See if you can spot any of the foods on there. I'll give you a clue. One of them has got an image of something that is actually in its name. So a really big clue there for guessing that. Okay? Super. So hopefully you guess this one here. This is stargazy pie. And if you remember, that is in the book. We've got fish stew. Chicken is there. Okay. We've got the baked hake. Okay. So hopefully you spotted some of them on there. Okay. So we're going to come back to this image in a moment. What I want to do is concentrate on this page of the book. Okay. So this is where I pulled some of the images from, okay, and the types of fish. So here we've got Mouser and Tom cooking. It does look to me there like they're doing a big stew because of the pot they're doing it in. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see from reading this if we can identify any noun phrases. Okay, so have a little look. Right, so hopefully on here you've noticed that the author is describing each food item. Okay, so he hasn't just said that the hake is hake. He's described it as being baked hake. Okay, he's not described the mash as being just mashed potato. He could have put, on Tuesday they have hake and mashed potato. But instead, he's used a noun phrase. He's described each item and he's extended it with the conjunction with. So let's have a look. On Tuesdays, they baked hake and topped it with golden mashed potatoes. Again, if you look at all the examples on each day, they haven't just described the fish as fish. Not just launces, it's fried launces. It's not just a meal, it's a mouth-watering meal, okay? They're not just fair made, they're grilled fair made. So the food has been described on how it has been cooked, the smell, the taste, okay? And the author in the book has extended it with, and we've also got examples extended with that, okay? So if you have a look through, I will put an image of this on the website so you can have a proper read of it for examples. So if I was looking at this and I was collecting noun phrases, I would actually collect every day, because every day a noun has been described. It's not just been described as the noun. It's been described, there's an adjective before it, okay? We've got cooking verbs that have been used to describe, okay? So on Tuesdays, they baked hake and topped it with golden mashed potatoes. That would be a noun phrase that I put in my word bank, okay? I would collect that from the book. I would collect every day, okay? Because pilchards aren't just pilchards, they're prime pilchards, okay? Been extended with a conjunction with. And that's what we're looking at today. We're looking at nouns that have been described with an adjective, which gives us a noun phrase. But not only that, we're looking at ones that have been expanded by using a conjunction, okay? So that is what I would like you today. I'm going to give you different examples of texts and books and stories, and I want you to look carefully through them. And I want you to either create a list, or you can highlight them if you can print it off the computer. Highlight all the descriptive language that you can see. So it might be that you just see lots of adjectives and you want to collect them, okay? You might find adverbs that are describing the verb or describing how something has been done, okay? Collect them. But you might also find a sentence that has got a full noun phrase in there or an expanded noun phrase. Collect that, okay? So you could put there for a noun phrase, a mouth-watering meal, okay? So it's not just a meal. So the noun is the meal. So it's not just been described as a meal, it's a mouth-watering meal. So it's a noun phrase, okay? But then again, we've got more that have been expanded, okay, to describe more about the food that has been cooked. Okay, so please have a go and read the examples of text that I've given you and have a look at collecting some descriptive language from them, okay? You can either highlight them or create a word bank in your books so that you can use them later on in the week for another task that we are doing, okay? Good luck.